What's up, everybody? This is the Uncanny Omar. Thank you so much for joining us for our weekly Saturday Q&A. And if you're not familiar with how this works and you're new here, this is what we do every Saturday. We get together with you wonderful people from all over the world, not just America, not just Kentucky where I am, but from all over the world to talk about comics and collected editions and answer questions. So I started doing this back when the pandemic first hit and we were all quarantined, staying at home. So I was like, I miss talking to people. I miss talking to my friends. And I was like, I'm just going to start a live Q&A and see if anybody joins. And if I get about 100 people to join, I'll keep doing it. And now it's kind of bigger than that. And that's really cool because this was something that I've wanted to do for a while. Mainly because when I first started getting collected editions about 17 plus years ago, there wasn't really a place where you could ask questions. Like when I first started getting Man of Steel trade paperbacks, I was like, wait, what happens after volume 4? Where do you go after that? Or like, and you didn't, there was no reading orders out there. There was a couple forums where people could help you out. So this has been really cool. So that's the reason why I started changing the way that the channel was heading a couple of years ago to kind of start answering those questions that I wish people had taken the time back in the day to answer for me. So everybody, where are you all from? Let me know in the comments down below. My wife just joined with her little Totoro tea cup. So yeah, where's everybody from? Let me know all that in the comment or in the live chat, not comments. I'm so used to saying comments.
Sorry,
Okay. Omar, this will make 5 hours live streaming over the last 18 hours. Can you handle it? I think I got this. I'm surprised you guys aren't tired of me talking. Man, that's the thing. Checking in from Vegas. What's up, Vegas? One of my good buddies, Gabe, loves 90s comics, lives down there. And he's starting up his YouTube channel again. It's a big shout out to my buddy Gabe. What's up, Omar and Melanie from Boston. New York City. Got a good friend of mine in New York City today celebrating a birthday. Hi from Adjectiveless New York. Love it. Greetings from Houston. Saludos de México. ¿Cómo están allá, mi hermano? Greetings from Poland. Love all these different countries. UK. I knew it. Birmingham, right? Marvel Babs. Birmingham, Alabama. There's your sister city here in the United States. Morning from Virginia. What's up, Dream Eater? How you doing?
Nieces 8 was asking if I had a Roger Rabbit puppet like Alf.
I hope not. Hi from Sweden. How's it going?
Fun chat last night.
Checking in from your island. Is that a real place or is that an X-Men place? Cool. I thought it was an X-Men place. Morning from Orlando. You're in Orlando? I didn't know that, dude. Gosh, what I'd give to go to Disney. Yeah. Just to get away. We were talking about
tea edition.
We were talking about like we haven't gone anywhere in the last year or so. It's been over a year since I've gotten out of Florida.
We went to Florida January last year.
We did. We went to the Keys January of last year before everything started happening.
I miss bed and breakfast.
Miss traveling and going to conventions. Guten Morgen from Hoth, Ontario. What's up, Project Viking? How you doing, buddy? It's Pennsylvania. Hi from Wells. New York. Joe, I keep forgetting you're also in New York City, brother. That's awesome. So many New York City. Greetings from Norway. It's these people right here that need a big shout out, though. California. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning over there in Cali. Doc Holiday.
Yep.
That's dedication.
Well, it's midnight for JT.
JT, what's up? You're my co-host.
Omar.
I'm the co-host. All right. I see that. Long Beach, Cali. What's up, Great Garlou? How you doing? Much love from my bedroom in my lockdown city. What tea are you drinking? And tell them how you make tea, please. So these people can make fun of you.
They're gonna get mad at me.
Anybody from the UK is gonna stop watching the show after you tell them.
I take a measuring cup. I put a cup of water in. I put it in the microwave because it's just a little green citrus tea, like cheapo tea, so nothing fancy. She better not do microwave.
Yeah, the UK. You're just been canceled by the UK. You just be look all these UK people.
I'm sure there is a difference. I got the time for it.
Hello, Minties. How you doing, Oscari Aurala? Look, there's a hashtag movement now. Cancel Melanie. Gross Melanie. Microwave tea. I told you, man. They take their tea seriously.
Hey, at least my teacup's genuinely from Japan. We bought it when we went there for a honeymoon. Just
stop talking, baby. You're gonna dig that hole. Microwave water is super dangerous. If it gets close to boiling temperatures, it can explode. Your cup stays safe, really? Mama. I don't know.
Oh well, I put it in a measuring cup, not the tea cup.
Melanie drinking radioactive. Look, all these people are so offended. I told you, people take their tea seriously, Melanie. It's like you listen to vinyl. That's why it surprised me.
Oh no, yes, I'm sure there's a difference. I'm just lazy and I don't care. Just let me drink my subpar tea.
I was about to compliment your haircut, but now knowing about your tea taboo,
I can't drink it. No milk, no sugar, no honey.
Hi, beautiful people from India. Why don't you just get a kettle, Andrew? Is that Jacob talking, or is that your dad?
Did have one.
What's up, Martin? How you doing, buddy? Glenn, we're doing good. Well, Melanie was up until she got the drinking tea. All right, let's get to some Q&As, and then got a couple of announcements, and then opening up some packages. So let's hi from Ireland. Where's a good starting point for Iron Man? Hello, Ireland. I'd love to come and see your country one day. I know it doesn't belong to you. For Iron Man, I think there's a couple of really good jumping on points. There is the David Michelinie, Bob Layton Omnibus. It's out of print right now. The Kurt Busiek Omnibus is really solid. The Epic collections are really good. Demon in a Bottle, and honestly, I have a hard time between Kurt Busiek and... Kurt Busiek is a good one. I think Kurt Busiek, because it's the Heroes Return era, and he kind of reintroduces you to the character of Iron Man without having to go through the whole, he was a kid, and then he got killed during the crossing, and then the kid took over, and then he got transported to another world. All that gets eventually explained and kind of retconned in the pages of Avengers Forever, but yeah, go with the Kurt Busiek run. That's a classic run. Warren Ellis's also is awesome, by the way, The Extremist. That's an awesome freaking storyline. It's a 6-issue storyline that kind of kicked off volume 5, I think. Sweet. What are you doing?
There was a good question about dates for Omnis coming out.
Mm-hmm. Do you know where it is?
Nope. Let me look here. Lionheart.
What's up, buddy? Thank you for the super chat. Omar, if you were a Transformer, would you be an Autobot or Decepticon? What would your Transformer name be? And what would your alternate transformation be? Okay. Decepticon for life. Actually, as a matter of fact, on the back, do y'all see those family stickers that people have, like stick figures or whatever sports team they're into? That's what they have for their family. Yeah. Mine is a Decepticon logo, and then I have a female Autobot logo and 2 little female Autobot logos. But I'm the Decepticon dude. And my Transformer name. Nope, can't use that one. That one's vulgar.
I think I know what you're going to say.
Oh, so I'll just play it safe and say Rockimus Prime. And my transformation, a freaking tank, man. A tank that flies and turns into a dragon. Yes.
Yeah, you might as well.
I'm a triple. I'm a six. What are these called? What's the 6? I'm a 6 changer, just like 6 shot. Yes.
But that's only 3 changes.
Yeah. Okay. Nope. That's also vulgar.
I think you had a good answer.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat.
Here it is. Beta Ray Jim. Where's the best place to find Omni's release dates? Is their official site?
There is a website. Let me give you the actual website that a friend of mine put together. Let me make sure that it's still active. So it's comicreleases.com. And I'll put this in the chat. Go see, tell them Near Mint Condition sent you. his way. He's a great guy. He updates them, and he works really hard on keeping it updated, including with the new dates. And it is hard. You all see my videos whenever I do it, and I literally double, triple check that before I even start filming. And by the time I'm done editing, which is usually the next day, the dates have changed already. And it's crazy. But that's the site that I would recommend using, comicreleases.com.
Okay. Matthew says you're going to change to an Omni.
Stop pretending you're a tank,
you're
man.
Like Frieza. It's not your final form.
It's never my final form. Turn into a kettle for Melanie.
And then Marcelo said transform into a Batmobile. That's a good
answer.
answer.
Hey, wait. Kit? Yeah, now we're talking 6. I'm a 6 changer, so I can change into what I want.
It's your fantasy, baby.
It is.
Look, super laugh hard. Hey, Omar, we're sending you the Judge Dredd Batman graphic novels. The original UK editions are bigger than an omnibus.
Oh, thank you so much, man.
That's really cool.
That's awesome. I've gotten huge into Dredd. I'll be 43 next month, and I was talking to my buddy. Big shout out to Matt Dog, who puts out YouTube videos. I was talking to him yesterday. We had a one-on-one, and I was telling him, it feels really like I'm 43. I've been reading comics for 37 years, and I'm still finding new things. And it's because I used to find new things based on what people told me at the comic book store when I was a kid working there. And now, since I've done a YouTube channel, I get so many recommendations from all you wonderful people. And I love it. And I'm finding new things. And it just goes to show you that, like, no matter how much you're into something, there's always something out there. And like, I have just grown to love Judge Dredd. And mainly it was you all telling me about it. And then 2000 AD, they watched one of my videos, and one of the PR people was like, hey, you've never read Judge Dredd. Can we send you some books? And I was like, yeah, of course. And that kind of grew into that.
Okay, right here.
Really quick. Even David Gabriel is saying keeping on sale dates up to date is so difficult. It is. They change daily. I mean, it's because you got the distribution center, and then you also have delays with shipping in the postal services too. It's another thing to keep in mind.
Yeah, thanks for
David. What are you doing here?
Got your back.
Go celebrate, man. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
It's David's birthday, so you can say happy birthday in the chat.
Yep, he's 27 years old. 27 years old, David. Been in Marvel for 18 years, right? 18 years and 27 years old. He was a child prodigy. All right, what do you got?
So, yeah, I hope you have a good day.
Yeah, go celebrate. Uncanny
Thank
Senpai,
you,
Melanie-chan. Oh, Melanie-chan. You've been waiting years for people to call you that.
I have?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't I have me? Where does Guardians by Valentino fall into the cosmic reading order and that Guardians Tomorrow's Heroes Omnibus? I need that Guardians of the Galaxy reading order for my collection. Well, I can work on that. I just did Thanos. You and I got a one-on-one, so I can talk to you about that. But Guardians of the Galaxy by Valentino falls right. It's in that slot of late 80s, early 90s. So I can help you with that, my dude. Let me help you with that when we do our one-on-one, because it is kind of a long-winded answer, and you know how I like to talk. And honestly, that's a video on its own, like doing the reading order of that. But you want to read the very first omnibus first, the Guardians of what is it? The prologue, the origins, that one. You want to read that first, because that tells the stories of all the older Guardians of the Galaxy and kind of how they came to be.
Trent's pointing out, how are you Decepticon and a Prime?
I stole it. I stole the Matrix.
It's his fantasy
It's
world.
my fantasy. Don't.
Okay, Son Goku is really excited about the Spawn Compendium.
Yes, I'll be talking about that actually here in a little bit, like
Okay.
whenever we go and do the packages opening. So I promise I will.
Okay.
Son Goku. That's Super Saiyan 4 Son Goku too.
You're the same age as Hip Hop Happens' sister.
Cool. We're young. We're
sister.
young.
Mr. Tolliver, good morning.
Hey, Omar and Melanie, happy Saturday. Omar, did you get the Batman Judge Dredd crossover in the mail yet? Maybe, Mr. Tolliver. We just got a bunch of packages in. So thank you. Wow. I feel so blessed. You all have been wonderful. But yes, maybe we're gonna open up packages here at noon, or here in about 45 minutes. So perhaps we did.
Michael Edmond is
Happy
birthday, Omar.
Hayden McGee. Whoa, that it's in March. Don't rush it. You only turned 98 once. 98. Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Oh, hip hop happens, so we all got to sing now to David.
Can he hear you all though?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Look, everybody say happy birthday,
that's
David.
a lot of happy birthdays. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear David. Happy birthday to you.
We just got demonetized because I think Madonna owns the rights to that song now.
Look, thank you for the Ultimate Spidey Volume 1 reprint.
There you go. Enough said. That's what it is. You know, most of the time, David, when people wish me a happy birthday, they're always asking me for reprints. I'm surprised these people are civil to you. They're like, happy birthday, David. That's it. They always try to sneak in something like, happy birthday, Omar. You think we'll ever get a Wolverine on? That was last year or 2 years ago.
Oh, look. Happy birthday, David. You marvelous bad boy. Get it?
Yeah, I like that. Marvelous bad boy. I'm also assuming most of the
So this is thank you again, Tommy.
Tommy, my buddy. Reading order stuff interlinks with a lot of Guardian stuff. Believe it or not in the 90s. In the 90s, there were kind of its own little pocket universe because the cosmic stuff was obscure back then. It was like, we had Silver Surfer. And then when Infinity Gauntlet came out, it was freaking amazing. Like, it was like, oh, wow. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to go full-blown cosmic now. Then other series started spawning out, like Adam Warlock and the Infinity Watch, the Warlock Chronicles. So, yeah.
David says you're welcome.
Yeah. Yep. He made that happen.
And Rebel by Design, I'm trying to hold back pushing my agenda for David's birthday. There you go.
You have an agenda, Rebel by Design?
Let's see. Glenn 2K12 watched your Matt My Ex last night.
Oh, thanks, man. It was a lot of fun.
Where you and Riley from Omnibus Collector got together with Peter from
Crushing Crisis
and
Oldfell.
Oldfell. That's how you say her name. From.
She was great. Like she was.
Where's she from?
She's a cosplayer. She also has a YouTube channel, and she helped us out. I mean, she came ready.
So you guys, like for Volume 3, right? If you
mapped out
your own
Omni. Yeah, once a month we get together and we map out our dream omnibus, right? Like these, I always make it sure to tell people I'm not announcing these omnis. This is just.
I think somebody did. They were like, "What?" And they're like, "No."
Hypothetically speaking, if this omnibus were to come out, this is how we would love to map it to include all these issues. So it was a lot of fun. I do it right out of my head. Riley has stuff written down. Peter comes like prepared with a suit.
He dropped the mic. He was like, "I got my spreadsheets for the Charleston shoes that go here." I was like, wow.
And then Oldfell, she came ready too, and I was like, I guess I'm the only one that kind of just I'm winging it. But boy, can I wing it! I can wing it.
So he's got a question. If they solicit New Mutants Volume 3 with the X-Men OHC crossovers in it, should I not buy the Fall of the Mutants? I'm getting Inferno.
I think Fall of the Mutants is going to collect all those Uncanny X-Men issues, though, that will not be collected in an Uncanny X-Men omnibus. I think that's the way that they're approaching those. Inferno is going to be the same way. So those issues that were not Mutant Massacre, all those issues, those are going to be the next ongoing Uncanny volumes. At least that's what I think.
Thank you, TYBG48. Hey, Omar, I'm really excited for the X Factor Volume 2 by PD Omnibus later this year, but I hear by PD, Peter David.
Good job.
But I hear it's not going to be in chronological order. Would I be better off going the epic route?
Chronological order. No, it is. It's only okay. So what they did is they made it a Peter David omnibus of the Volume 1 X Factor. This is our very first X Factor omnibus. So it doesn't have a volume number, but it is just Peter David creator centric. So they have issue 55 collected in there, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's the Miss Marrow issue with the Mike Mignola cover. Can you look that up, baby? Look up X Factor 55. See if I'm right. Because he wrote that. And then as far as like, he also wrote some backup annuals. But then it gets into the first ongoing issue that he wrote, which is issue 70, which is what am I going to do with all 15 X-Men?
The first thing that pops up for X Factor 55 is this.
That's not X Factor 55.
All right. What do you? What's the question?
That's
Who wrote it?
Nope. I was wondering what the cover was.
Okay.
Is it Mike Mignola that did the cover? Yep, I was right. It is Miss Merrill.
Yep.
Dang, I'm good. If there's ever a Geek Jeopardy on X-Men covers, I'm in. All right. And then it's going to collect his ongoing stuff all the way up until the Fatal Attraction story, which he didn't get to finish out. That was Scott Lobdell that came in and finished out. But it is in reading order, if you're wondering that. As a matter of fact, it kind of takes place of the X Factor. What is that called? All new, all different X Factor Epic Collection. They'll just be oversized.
All new, all different.
Because they were.
If it's David's birthday today, it's also Omar's.
Are we still doing that?
Wanted to say.
Are we still doing that?
Super Laugh Heart says you can never have enough Batman. Just read. I'll still send you the original large UK.
Wow,
editions.
thanks,
Thank
man.
you.
I really appreciate that.
Everybody sharing the love. Okay. Thank you for the super chat. Do you think we will see reprints of the 4 other Ed Brubaker Captain America Omnis now that we have Volume 1?
Well, we know that we're getting Death of Captain America. That comes out sometime in August. I got to announce that a couple of months ago. As far as the other 3, perhaps based on sales. Absolutely. I say absolutely. How about I'm pretty sure? There we go.
Andrew's asking, is the solo Omni...
You on about the Guardians of the Galaxy solo? That's it, the solo classic omnibus. I don't think you're talking about the Bendis one, right, Tommy? Because the Bendis one double dips with all the modern Cosmic Saga. I can talk to you about that, but
when will the X-Men Volume 5 omnibus be announced?
that's gonna be a while, right? Like
we just tried.
We just got you're trying to get that in there. That might be a while. I'll try to grant 1 reprint wish on my birthday for everyone.
Oh, you're sharing the love.
Thanks, David. Now's my time. What is it? What do I need?
What you mapped out last night.
What we mapped out last night. Omar, is the Shattered Glass storyline from Transformers collected in any of the IDW HCs? It is collected in the Transformers UK volume, volume 4, I think. It was not collected in the OHCs.
Oh, here we
Sweetie?
Let me get I've gotten lost in the chat. Let me get the super chat and get to some other questions too.
Okay.
Thank you, Davian. Hey, Omar, thank you for inspiring me to pursue my own YouTube channel soon.
Oh, awesome,
Your
dude.
channel has uplifted me so much, especially during challenging times. Thank you, bro.
Thank you,
Omni
man.
Nation coming soon.
Is that the name?
Cool.
Is
Let
that
us
the name
know
of...
when it's published.
Yeah, man. Maybe we can do a collab video and stuff. I love to have people from other channels on, especially if they're new. You know, like and need growth, because I understand. Like when I started out, I was wishing that somebody would give me like a shout. What is Map My Axe? David, let me introduce you to this crazy world of a bunch of dorks getting together, and they...
How long? It was an hour and a half?
No, last night was almost 2 hours. We sit here and...
and you were focused. I couldn't embarrass you with comments. You were...
Oh, yeah, I wasn't even looking at the comments or the chat. It's where a group of my friends and I get together on a live stream and talk about, like, what if we were given the duty to map out, like... the first one we did was Uncanny X-Men Volume 4, like an omnibus. And we've done Wolverine Omnibus Volume 3. And yesterday we did New Mutants Volumes 2 to 4, like omnibus. If they were to if we were in charge of mapping those books out, how we would map them out and in what order. It's our way of daydreaming. Like, but it's a lot of fun. And then people get involved in the chat and they're like, what about this issue? And then we get silly. And sometimes we get into arguments about like, no, we don't need those issues in there. There's too much double dipping. So it's a lot of fun. That's what that is. I'll send you a link. Don't forget to hit that like button. I don't know what it's... Hi, guys. I just lost my super chat twice, even after I paid for it twice. I don't know what's happening, but this really sucks, YouTube. So I'm sorry, Visha.
Put a bunch of exclamation marks and stars and symbols so I can see it.
We'll read it, man. Thank you.
Did Second Chances get a hardcover release?
No. Second Chances was only a trade paperback that's long out of print. He's Crazy Jane's asking about the Batman Second Chances, by the way, and it's kind of like the introduction of Jason Todd post Crisis on Infinite Earths, and it never got a hardcover. It just got a trade paperback, long out of print, and who knows? One day it might come back with something.
Sir Leonard Nimoy's music career.
I love this guy's name. When will we eventually get a spectacular or web of Spider-Man epics? Would they combine into one epic series? I don't think so, because Spectacular came out years before Web of. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. David Gabriel in the chat, granting wishes like the Godfather, like it's his daughter's birthday.
Rick Gear with like map and extinction
agenda.
Extinction agenda reprint.
Well, last night we were like, what? You know, they don't even need to reprint it if we come out with New Mutants Omnibus Volume 4, right? Cable and the New Mutants, you just throw all that in there. Because it plays such an important part, that crossover did with New Mutants. That was my solution.
Project Viking.
Saint David of Gabriel.
Saint David of Gabriel. Yet another successful journey around the sun. May this day be as full and bring you as much joy as the library of stories you continue to load our lives and shelves with.
Woo!
Woo!
I just texted him happy birthday. Project Viking making me look bad.
Chandasuk, double dipping is just unsanitary. Okay.
Go to Legion Quest. What does Legion Quest have to say?
Okay, there's... I don't see it.
Aaron, go to that. Oh, met my ex. That's on too late for me. Yeah. And Melanie. Except she stayed up last night. She was up here
drinking and having fun on the chat and maybe spamming. I'm so sorry if anyone was annoyed.
Go there.
Super Laugh Hard?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was
Super Laugh Hard saying happy birthday, David. Can we get more Daredevil Omnibus Volume 1 Omnibus before I'm too ancient to care? And David's asking which ones. So there you go. Super Laugh Hard. Here's your chance to shine.
Thank you, Tommy Bo. You're throwing money at
I'll take it. You make it rain. I'll do what it takes. Throws more money at Omar and Mel. Nah, not the Bendis one. I just know the Solo Classic dips in the Thanos Wars. It does, but not as much as not half of the book rather. And Dan Abnett dips into the modern classics. Yes, that Dan Abnett and Andy Lanning. That's the one I meant. The DNA one is all collected throughout the 5 Omnis, so you're good. Omar, it looks like Amazon's reprinting the Jeff Johns Teen Titans Omnibus. Please announce this. Okay. Hey, everybody. Amazon's... Oh, you mean it's like up for pre-order? I think those... They just sporadically reprints books. DC does. They don't tell anybody. There's no announcement. All I know is that sometimes they show up like Justice Society of America, JSA, volumes 2 and 3 were reprinted. Nobody even knew about it. The only reason I found out was somebody contacted me. They were from Penguin Random House, I think is what it was. And they were like, hey, these books are up for pre-order. And I was like, what? I know so many people have been waiting a long time for those too.
Hi, Omar, Melanie. Can you recommend a good place to start reading Amazing Spider-Man? I'm thinking of going with the Roger Stern Omni.
Good choice. That's my favorite Amazing Spider-Man run. You can't go wrong with the classic Steve Ditko and Stan Lee Amazing Spider-Man. That's also a classic run. And honestly, you all have talked me into starting a new segment on the channel. It's like where to start reading. My buddy Dean, he was telling me what to name it, but just because I grew up in an era where single issues, you know, my first Uncanny X-Men issue was 168. My first DC issue was Crisis on Infinite Earths number 8. But now we have collected editions, so it makes it easier for a new reader to come in and be like, oh, I want to find out about this character, like Black Panther. Where do I start reading it? And so I can suggest like good starting on points for that.
Thank you, Oscari, for the super chat. Could the Ultimate Spider-Man Omni line also collect Ultimate Marvel Team Up if we go past number 1, as it's also by Bendis? Is Charles Soule getting more Omni love, like Inhumans, Wolverine, Poe Dameron, and Darth Vader?
Good question. I think that's more geared towards David. Because I can't. I don't know about an Ultimate Team Up reprint, because that was collected in an oversized hardcover. And I'm trying to think of where else I saw that. Yeah, they had an oversized hardcover of the Ultimate Marvel Team Up book, and that was it. So I don't know if that'll be collected within the pages of further issues or further volumes of Ultimate Spider-Man Omnis. I don't know if they'll do that or not.
There we go.
Hey, Omar, are Marvel going to collect on the Falco run of Fantastic Four and Masterworks or Epic Collections? The infamous Susan Storm boot by the late Paul Ryan. I love this artwork, man. And Tom DeFalco's run is so underrated on Fantastic Four and on Thor and on Spider-Girl and on Spider-Man. Guy's just great. I know we've got some epics of his run. Masterworks will be a while before we get there. I think right now in the Masterworks, we're at the John Byrne era. So it will be a while before we get there.
Okay. Wow. People are excited about the Spawn compendium. Yep. We'll get to that in half an hour. Okay. I'm going to go further down the chat to keep up.
Okay.
And
give me this for a second.
Okay.
Thanks, baby. Most of Second Chances is contained in a hardback of Tales of the Batman by Steve Englehart. Also out of print, though, right? Everyone's talking about wanting a reprint for Planet Hulk. Wouldn't it make more sense to do a Hulk by Greg Pak series at this point? Perhaps, yeah. That could be. And Super Laugh Hard is asking for a Daredevil Volume 2 Omnibus of the classic Silver Age. Any chance for a 90s fanatic like me to get a reprint of the pre-Moore Ellis Wildstorm titles from DC? Yeah, I think right now DC is in... They're really putting their money into the New 52 era. And I don't know... I mean, we've got literally these couple months. Superman, Morrison, Batgirl by Gail Simone, and Swamp Thing. And those three were the New 52 era. I don't know why they're focusing just on that. David Gabriel, any chance of a now the David Gabriel questions are coming.
You didn't put aside your agenda. You did for like 10 minutes.
10 minutes. You held back. Any chance of a reprint of the Pulse with Alias reprint? Ooh. Happy birthday, David Gabriel. Oh, hi, Mr. Omar and Senorita Melanie, too, I guess. Thank you for the super chat, and that was a big happy birthday. David Gabriel, any restocks coming soon? Now everybody stops asking me questions. They start asking him. Cindy, what's up? Morning, guys. On Wednesday, Tales from the Dark Multiverse came out. Was that a reprint? I saw it in HC a while ago in your videos. I kind of wanted it in HC. It's just the soft cover. It's the exact same story, but in soft cover format. They usually wait about a year. Omar, March 3rd and March 10th. Oh my God, we're going to be busy. Dude, March 17th is also a big week for comics. Big week for collected editions. Actually, 5 of the books I want are coming out that week. Omar, you still keep your Wizard Mags? Nope. It's fun to revisit them and see all the wacky predictions and fan castings. I wish I did. I think there was a website that had all that stuff scanned, but I don't know if it's worth going down walking down memory lane through an online archive. Omar will be announcing the upcoming June previews in a few days, so maybe some folks here will be happy with a surprise. There you go, and that's from the man himself, David Gabriel. Saw met my ex last night. I sure hope we get more New Mutant Omnibus. Me too, and that's why we do that show. I just want an Immortal Omnibus. Oh, you want an Immortal Iron Fist Omnibus reprint. Okay.
Thank you for the super chat, the super sticker.
Super sticker.
That
we can't show for some reason.
You can describe what it is. Keith Charles, thank you. Happy birthday, David Gabriel. Thank you for the Ultimate Spider-Man reprint, a future Fall of Mutants reprint, and the future Fantastic Four Omnis and Epic
collection.
I
like that you snuck that in there. And the future Fall of the Mutants reprint, it was like, that's the first I heard of that.
Dean saying, any chance we'll get Scarlet Witch Omnibus with all the WandaVision hype?
Dude, what about speaking of WandaVision, what about a House of M Omnibus? See, I was hoping we'd get a James Robinson collection in oversized hardcover. Those books have sold well too. I think I just saw recently that they went into a restock. The trade paperbacks of like House of M and Scarlet Witch and Vision and Scarlet Witch. And if you've not read Scarlet Witch, it's freaking awesome. I loved it. It's James Robinson's like kind of redemption story arc after her things that happened in Avengers Disassembled. In the Thanos reading order, did you include Thanos the God Quarry? Unless my eyes have been cheated by some spell. I didn't. Do you have any additional material on the Sisters of Eternity? I didn't include it. And why the heck didn't I include that in there? Oh, I don't own it. That's why. Well, no, and even if I don't own a book, I usually include them in my reading orders, though. I wonder why I didn't include that one. The written documentation is on our Patreon, so I need to probably update that with. Thank you so much, man. Nobody even commented on that. Can Marvel find a new partner to distribute comics in India? How you doing, buddy? Hachette India canceled all its orders from Amazon, and now we have to order books in 1 month in advance to get our hands on Marvel books. Man, so they just canceled the books? Sorry, maybe David might have some insight on that. I don't know.
That's why I picked it. Because David's on, maybe.
David's like, it's too early for Saturday. Questions like that. What is wrong with Melanie?
Word. Can we get a House of M reprint?
Or let's just make it an omnibus. Make everybody happy.
Oh, somebody asked earlier.
IDW
Transformers, are they evergreen?
Yeah.
That's the one that.
My contact over there told me which ones are reprinting, but yeah, Transformers and TMNT, those are all evergreen.
I thought you included God Quarry because I bought it after watching your video.
Did I? Isn't it part of the I included Cosmic Powers, but isn't God Quarry part of the? Oh my gosh! No, I did include it. It's in there. Volume 2, yeah, I do. That's the Jeff Lemire stuff. Yes. Sorry, I thought you were talking about something else. I'm sorry.
100 Bullets, Why the Last Man Preacher. Which one should I read first? I just finished Why the Last Man for the second time this week, and I didn't cry. What's wrong with me? My vote's Why the Last Man.
My favorite out of those is Preacher. But they're all good. So if you want to go from least favorite to favorite, exactly the way that you typed it. 100 Bullets, Why the Last Man, Preacher. In that order.
Ipsy says, the way Marvel keeps selling out instantly in the UK, I felt it necessary to pre-order all the March Omnis I want.
Yeah. So speaking of pre-orders, that was one thing I was going to say. Our Cheap Graphic Novels is letting people pre-order starting yesterday, as a matter of fact, for the March... the books that are coming out on March 8th, those books can be pre-ordered, or I'm sorry, March 9th. Those books can be pre-ordered starting yesterday all the way to Monday. So if you're wanting to lock in a book, if you're worried about some of the releases that are coming out on March 9th and 10th, because that's a big week, especially for Marvel books, they have a pre-order window while supplies last right now. So there you go. Cheap Graphic Novels, tell them Yearman Condition sent you their way.
Why didn't you add Thor by Donny Cates?
Somebody asked me that about, and I didn't. That I purposely left out, basically because I didn't want to spoil the big thing that happens in Thor. Because I still feel like I realized that it's almost a year old, but there's still a big thing that happens in there that I didn't want to spoil or make anybody realize that it has ties with the cosmic universe. And that's why I purposely left it out. In the written documentation, though, I think I added it in there. But I did purposely leave that one out.
That's a good reason. Jorge says, happy birthday, David Gabriel, and thanks for the great content of Omnibus.
Yes. Baby, here. 100 Bullets is the only one on the three that didn't make me cry. 100 Bullets was... I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. Great artwork. Melanie will definitely cry if you get Marnie the fox from Rebellion 2000 AD.
I've never heard of that.
I've never either, but
Yeah.
now you got my interest. DC needs to release a Dreaming Omnibus before Sandman airs on Netflix. DC needs to release a lot of things. What's up with the Amazing Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 2 and Captain America by Brubaker reprints? They haven't shown up on most European sites. Even Amazon hasn't gotten them yet, even though most of us pre-ordered months ago. You know, you're the second person that's been asking me that was worried about these books. A lot of people have been getting their books from Forbidden Planet in Europe. And I don't know if they're cheaper. I really don't know if they're cheaper or not than Amazon, but most people most of my viewers have told me that they've had more luck at Forbidden Planet. How would you omnibize the Bishop Crossing Legion Quest era?
Ooh, I like that as a verb.
Omnibize. I like that too. Honestly, I don't know if I would put Bishop's Crossing with Legion Quest. I mean, that's a big gap. But Bishop's Crossing with Executioner's Song, perhaps. Shattershot with Fatal Attractions. Wedding of Cyclops and Phoenix. With Phalanx Covenant. I think that gives us enough room for the important issues of Legion Quest. Something like that. Just off the top of my head. Any chance of doing the top 10 most wanted omnibus poll? Most wanted Omni poll or reprint? The reprint poll, I'll leave that open to you all, and we're working with somebody to help us put that together, make it easier for me instead of having to count one by one. Hey, Hunkmar. Any word on Agatha all along omnibus and Agatha Harkness omnibus? Man. No word of that. Let's see. How's life, Omar? Life is good. Life is good, man. My dad's health is better. I just have to take him, we got 8 doctor's visits in March alone. But that's okay. You know. But life is good.
I wrote it down on my daughter's report card envelope.
Like a good parent.
So we could remember the top 10 most wanted poll.
Ghost Rider Omni. Which Ghost Rider? Danny Ketch or Classic? Cosmic Ghost Rider is getting an omnibus. That's right. Did Human Torch own a cigarette lighter? Yeah, I don't think so. We getting... I'm double checking the chat to make sure we're getting these super chats. Oh, I think we did. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Catching up. Classic Ghost Rider. Okay. You both need to read 2000 AD's The Ballad of Halo Jones. That's the one by Alan Moore, right? Ian Gibson from 2000 AD. The complete DR and Quench art by Alan Davis. Both are stone cold classics. Did he get to finish The Ballad of Halo Jones, though? Out of curiosity, because I've always heard that that's one of the things that a lot of people wish that Alan Moore would go back and do, was finish that out.
Thank you for the suggestion.
Yeah.
And thank you, Neil, for the super chat.
And I'll reach out to 2000 AD because we have no access to get those books here. Because I think IDW printed some of their stuff, but not all of it. Hi, David. Omar's too shy to ask, but he really... No, God bless. Why would you...
He really wants to know. Oh, no.
I do not. Why'd you super chat that?
Martin's got a good question.
And Patrick is saying he didn't finish Halo Jones, but it's still worth the read. Okay. Good morning, Uncanny 01. Did Logan ever get to beg Gene in the comics asking for a friend?
Is it because of your shirt?
Probably, yeah. This is by the way from Rick Nelson sent me this. What a great guy. In alternate realities he did. In House and Powers of X and Dawn of X era, I think him, Scott, and Gene have a thing. Yeah. So in a way, yes. To answer your question,
he did. At one point.
I'm trying to keep it kid friendly.
Why saying, can I buy Inferno Omni without having to read anything else?
Man, you are literally jumping in at the beginning of a story arc that's paying off. I would, gosh, see, one of the things that that Chris Claremont did was just build this huge story arc. Like we're talking long soap opera style story introducing the character of Madeline Pryor. Jean's been dead for a long time. Scott Summers walks away from his marriage and child to go and lead this team of X Factor because his ex-girlfriend is back from the dead. Like, all of this drama was leading to this event. So I feel like if you're reading this event where there's a goblin queen and there's demons coming from the underworld, you're going to be a little confused. And I don't think that like the impact won't hit you as much, right? Like, why this matters, why a lot of this reunion matters. So I would at the very least, read the prologue, which is being reprinted later on this year. Read the prologue first to kind of get acquainted with some of these characters, if you will.
Gabriel's asking, I'm a huge Batman fan, and I'd like to have a Batman Omni in my collection. Which one do you recommend?
Paul Dini or Peter Tomasi, Batman and Robin. Those are both great. I'd say Scott Snyder, and apparently the binding in the second printing is a lot better, but I don't know. We don't have an announcement of a volume 2 yet, so it's not finished.
Juan's asking, for you and your wife, if Marvel made you a superhero, what powers would you like to have, and what would your story be? I would love to have the power of flight.
Invincibility.
I don't mind having weaknesses. I just say the first thing that pops in my head is the power of flight. Super strength, like mad martial arts skills. Like
orphaned issues are my weaknesses.
Yeah, because when I
do have mad martial arts skills though, like in real life.
I'm not practicing.
It doesn't matter. It's like riding a bike. Okay.
When I listen to music, especially video game music, I like to daydream that I'm fighting some villains and such, right? So yeah, mad fighting skills. Actually, I choose that over flight.
Mad fighting skills. My wife, everybody. Me, invincibility. What was the question for David? Because his answer is Dazzler. It is. That's the.
I was trying to find what the question was, but whatever it is, it's Dazzler.
You all had one shot to make an omnibus happen. You all made a Dazzler. Well, I know my buddy Peter M would be happy, but
yeah, people were liking Dazzler, and you're my ex.
Because Dazzler's awesome, way underrated, and I'm so glad we're getting Masterworks of that stuff.
Okay, well, insert clever name here. Said thanks, David.
Okay, maybe he asked for Dazzler.
These are big boys and girls. They're keeping up with the chat. They got this.
My wife is a legend. Yep.
She's
a legend. She's a legend. Yep.
For what?
Just a legend.
Go on.
Martial arts.
No.
Martial arts, woman.
Melanie's martial arts skills are like the end bosses in Jackie Chan movie. Deadly. Man, Jackie Chan. I haven't watched him in years. Oh, and he had that cartoon, Jackie Chan Adventures. I never watched that either.
Oh my gosh.
You didn't watch it? Was it good?
Super Cop. I'm trying to think of my favorite ones.
Yeah, Super Cop. That was good.
What's the one where he's drunk? He does drunk foo? Was that oh my gosh, I haven't seen them in years. I used to be we go to theaters to pay like $1 to see like a marathon of Jackie Chan movies. That was back like in high school.
Hey, good question.
Hey Omar, what's the real difference between a Marvel Masterwork and an Epic Collection, apart from the hardcover, softcover difference? The price, big difference. The paper quality in the Marvel Masterworks are the best. And Police Story, thank you, Dying Breed Collectors. That's my favorite one.
And Drunken Master.
And Drunken Master was fun, but Police Story is my favorite.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Price and usually the restoration comes first in the Marvel Masterworks, so the classic stories get restored there. And it's not cheap. That's why the price of the Marvel Masterworks go up over the years. And Marvel Masterworks are also released in chronological order, whereas Epic Collections are released sporadically. And that's not really the right word, but they're released, we'll have a Silver Age release, and then we'll have a, not modern age, but 80s or 90s stories collected of the same title. So that's another big difference.
Glenn 2K12, please ask 2000 AD to send you the complete
Strontium dog.
Oh, okay. Volume 1 through 4 in the Final Solution.
Okay, I'll ask. They just literally sent me another package of Judge Dredd. I don't mind trying out new things. They just think I love Judge Dredd. I do. I really like it. Talk about the Spawn Compendium. Yeah, I'll be doing an overview of that. I promise. I'll be doing an overview of that tomorrow to fully talk about it.
You're going to talk about it in 10 minutes, right?
And in 10 minutes,
okay. Because at noon is the packages time. My dad did drunken kung fu straight out the door for a pack of cigarettes. He must still be fighting somewhere now. I don't know if I quite
Clark
get that. Is that reference to something?
That my dad walked out on my family to go get a pack of cigarettes and never came back. You never heard that?
No. Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Melanie has lived a good, sheltered life. She doesn't know people's dads walk out on them. I wouldn't.
How often will the turnaround, or how long will the turnaround be for an Immortal Hulk Omnibus after they finish issue 50?
So I have a question for you though. Is the final issue 50 for sure? I thought that they were just that was a rumor.
Omar, what happened with the World of Black Hammer Volume 2? What happened?
It was supposed to be released in February. It actually came out in February through the book market, but the direct market isn't getting it to March. If you're asking why I didn't put it in there, because I had the date of the release of the book market. So it's already out at places like Amazon. It's just for some reason the direct market isn't getting it until like March. It is coming. I think March 17th is when it's coming. So
Dorlando 120 says, I think so, but She-Hulk is still going. Was that for the conversation?
Yes.
Okay.
That was for the Immortal Hulk book.
DBC All-Star, hello again.
What's up, buddy?
Would you be up for having an Uncanny Omar Talk Pretty One Day near mint t-shirt for fans in the channel to purchase?
Yeah, of course. Actually, yes. we're in talks with.
That's one that we're working on.
That's what we're working on with somebody. So, yeah, tune in for that.
Yeah, one of the viewers is a graphic designer, and he's
doing some cool work.
Had a couple of meetings and getting some inside jokes for merchandising. So
merchandising.
That's one of them.
Yeah, thank you. And I will talk pretty one day, I hope. Immortal Hulk is getting an OHC already, so probably a while if they finish the run in that format first. Absolutely, because I mean, if we go back to the days of like Daredevil by Bendis, Punisher by Garth Ennis, you know, those hardcovers would be out for a couple of years before the Omnibus was announced. So it might be a while. Hey Omar, how do you find good comics on Kickstarter? I am a sucker for stupid covers. I love covers. Or if there's like fantasy elements in a story, I'm sold. And I haven't even read it. Like I remember finding this one, and I know some of y'all know what it is. Magnetic Press finally brought it over here to America, but it was a Spanish comic book Kickstarter that was there's Strider. That was about these tiny little dwarf warriors, and I was like, all right, I don't know what this is about, but sold. So I basically, based on the artwork, is what I look at, and then a lot of things are suggested to me based on my previous purchases. Take my money for thicker than a Snicker.
There's something similar to that.
Something similar to that. Wink,
that
wink.
saying. TBC All-Star, I'm glad your wife's okay.
Good, man. Omar, when will the Omni's reprint poll happen?
I wrote it down.
Look at that. She wrote it down.
We can get on that. Yep.
Thank you. Omar, the Melanie t-shirt has to be of her microwaving water for her real trigger to everyone. And I think she did that earlier, man. My wife, microwaving water. What's up, William? How you doing, buddy? My wife went to get Strider. I don't know what he's doing. Greens from the Dominican Republic. Omar, do you think there is a good chance of a Wolverine X-Men Omnibus happening, reprint happening? Yeah, man. I always think there's a good chance of these books happening. I mean, look at all the reprints we've gotten this year. Got a couple more announcements. It's just a matter of waiting. You know, I always tell people to wait. Well, I mean, I never tell people what to do with their money. If you've got the money and you want to spend $400, $300 on some of these out-of-book prints and you don't want to wait, that's on you. I'm not hating on that. But if you want to save a little money and just, be able to purchase more than just one book, give it a little more time, especially if you're not in the middle of reading Jason Aaron's arc of Wolverine, or you're not doing a huge Wolverine readathon. Always with the reprints. Let's get Legion Quest hates reprints, but I love Legion Quest, so he gets a pass. All right. Company was here. What I missed? Well, David was in the chat earlier. It's his birthday. People were wishing him happy birthday and not really asking for a lot. Apparently somebody's asking for a Dazzler Omnibus, but he said he's going to get that done.
Is there a way to... Can't remember the question.
You took the mouse from me to ask. I can't remember the question. Omar,
Chris Flood, do you miss letter columns and comics? Yes.
Yeah, I do because there's jeez. Was it Amazing Spider-Man Volume 2, I think? I was just rereading those when I was doing an overview of them. And it was the one about the soldier that sent in a letter to Marvel. It was published. And then a couple of months later, his troop wrote a letter to Marvel saying that he got killed in combat, but they published the letter before he died. Or no, they published the letter post after he passed away. So he never got to see his letter published. So, but it meant the world to him to have it published. So yes, I miss things like that. There are a lot of good letters, a lot of touching letters in some of those issues of X-Men, what it meant to people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Kyle Davis, happy birthday to me!
Melanie's birthday's in freaking December.
No, we're just throwing around happy birthdays. Louise asked if you have read Ronin.
The Frank
Last
Miller?
Ronin issue 2.
I did.
It's
freaking
so
awesome. Really gets me excited. I've heard issue 3 got delayed. I know issue 2 was delayed, but issue 3 also got delayed. So I don't know. It's hard not to read them as they come out because they are so good, and I don't want anything spoiled for me. My buddy Kyle got me the first one, so I ran out and got the second one, and it's solid. If you've not read it, you're in for a treat.
Letter pages were cultural snapshots. What a very astute observation. Hip-hop happens. I like it.
And one of the main reasons I love Omnis is because those Silver Age Omnis collect the letter pages. So it is like a time machine of where people were back then, or as these things were happening, as these stories were happening. It almost works like a social media time machine, like the whole death threat to Chris Claremont, John Byrne, Jim Shooter because of the death of Jean Grey.
Did they publish that? They published death threats?
No, they didn't. No, they didn't publish death threats, but they published like things like "This is trash. I'm never reading X-Men again." But it's funny because
just know that there were death threats.
Oh yeah. They got plenty of death threats over that. And I always make this joke, and I'm like, all right, yeah. We get a lot of trolls these days, right? Especially because it's easy to type behind the keyboard. But back then, you had to mail it. So if you mailed it, you meant it. Like you had to write it out, put a stamp on it, mail it out. You meant, I'm done. Screw you guys. You're messing up my characters. You're putting in all your political views and whatever made you angry back then. You had to write it out, put a stamp on it, and mail it. It's a lot different than going on Twitter going, I hate your guts, Donny Cates or whomever, right? Like, you suck. It's a lot different than it was back then.
Here's the question I was looking for. G. Roy says, is there a way to see current out-of-print Omnis?
Oof, I have a hard time keeping up with my list. I used to do a video every 2 years of out-of-print Omnis, and I haven't been able to keep up, basically because of all the things that have come out recently, and they immediately go out of print. And I'm hoping maybe there'll be more restocks. So there isn't a place that has that information, that database. I can watch my old video, but some of those books have been reprinted. That's all I have right now. I mean, it would take a long time for me to create it because you'd have to go into Diamond, and then it's even harder for DC because DC doesn't deal with Diamond anymore. Now they deal exclusively with Lunar. So, all right. What do you got?
Ace says, good news. Alf goes into the public domain 2061, so y'all can make all the Alf shirts you want in 40 years. Wait, is that true? Did you look it up? Is that... Wait. Am I being naive? I believe you. Thank you, Doc Holliday. The scale between 1 and 10, 10 being the highest. Who's Batman's top arch enemies? Killer Croc, Deathstroke, Clayface, Poison Ivy, Penguin, Mr. Freeze, Scarecrow, Bane Joker, and Ra's al Ghul.
10. 10 Raj. All day, every day. Best freaking Bat villain. I love that you put... I mean, Joker's solid, too. Joker gets a 10. And there can never be enough Joker stories.
If there are 10, you could list them.
Bane is Bane in Bane gets an 8. Bane broke his back, was smart enough to figure out who Batman was. Scarecrow gets a 5. Mr. Freeze gets a 6. I love his backstory. Penguin gets a 3. He's nothing without his henchmen. Even a 2. I'll give him a 2. Poison Ivy. She's pretty sexy. And can I'm trying to think of how to put it. Can lure him into doing things he normally wouldn't do. And has taken over Superman. So she's kind of a threat. So I give her a 7. Clayface. I do love Clayface.
I do too.
First one, yeah. Second, third, fourth. Clayface gets like a 6. Deathstroke's a man. And he's taken out Nightwing before, but I don't think he's fully taken out Batman, despite of what Identity Crisis did with that horrible justice. Anyway, Deathstroke gets a 7. Killer Croc gets a 3.
You know, what? There were 10 listed there. What if...
I totally misread you.
Oh, I think it's good. You gave good.
My answer was so stupid. I feel like the kid in class that did the assignment wrong, and the teacher was like, and I'm so proud of my work, and the teacher's like, well, one of you is an idiot. I'm not going to say any names, but they're going to have to read. Did your teachers ever do that in school?
No.
Like, they did that in school to me. Of course, I went to Catholic private school, and I remember, like, well, one of you clearly did not understand the assignment.
Like, that's nobody's business.
So I'm going to hand it back to you so you can redo it. And literally, she walked over to me and handed it to me. And I'm like, why did you just say my name, you crazy nun? Everybody knows I'm stupid now.
Let her hear you say that.
Sister John she had a man's name, Sister John Catherine. And she had a mustache, too. And she used to hit me with that antenna. She had an antenna as a pointer. And this is back when you could whoop kids in school. And I deserved to be whooped. I was a bad kid. And she would smack my hand. And then she'd get closer. It would hurt, dude. I don't know if any of y'all have ever been hit by a nun, but it hurts. And let me tell you, she took me in front of the class one day and spanked me in front of everybody. And I don't care how cool you think you are. All your cool points with the girls are gone after you get spanked in front of class. I didn't want to come to school the next day. Anyway, that's a little too much information that y'all did not want to know.
That's a taste of Ask Me Anything, which is a tier
I got
on
a bunch
Patreon.
Of I was a punk little kid, though. I deserve everything that happened to me. All right.
Chris Flood saying
it did.
Walking Dead had great,
and it never got collected in the hardcovers or the trade paperbacks. I don't know if the library editions, the big oversized books, did or not.
Thank you, Trent. Appreciate you all. Will Mutant Massacre be reprinted with the release of Uncanny 5 and/or Mutant Massacre Prologue? What will collect X Factor 1 through 8?
That was actually a part of My X. We did. We came to the conclusion that if they ever do a Uncanny 5 or Mutant Massacre Prologue, X Factor would be included in there. Those orphaned issues that have not been included in oversized format. And I don't know about a reprint of Mutant Massacre.
Fraser T. I remember reading a young George R. Martin's letter just by chance while reading Fantastic Four Omnibus Volume 1. That's cool.
He wrote in there.
That's cool. When?
Just trigger noses. What's up, buddy?
When will we have an exclusive near mint condition branded variant cover for a Marvel comic? That would be cool.
That would be awesome. Dude, it has to be Wolverine. I'll take anything.
Like the X. Right?
I'll take Super Pro. I'll take Sleepwalker. I'll take anything. I don't care. David's still in the chat. I'll take anything. I'm not picking.
Well, here's do you think Last Running will be collected in the regular IDW TMNT hardcovers?
I want to think so because but they haven't collected things like Batman and TMNT, nor the Power Rangers TMNT. So I don't know. I want to say that they will because to me it feels like such an important part of the story, even though it's an alternate future. So I think they will. How you doing, Brian? It's always good to see you, man. Let's see. There's a couple of questions here. Any word on an East of West Omnibus? No Omnibus, but the reprints are coming later this month, or in March, rather, of the oversized hardcovers. And according to Jonathan Hickman, this is the last time they're printing them. Omar, what's up, Kyle Davis? My piano professor in college was a nun, and she would slap my hand if I hit the wrong note.
Hashtag Catholic college wounds.
That will forever be a thing in me, man. Like, Catholic schools. Those were the days. Hey, Omar, have you read Moonshadow? I did. J.M. DeMatteis's book? That is wordy and convoluted, but I really enjoyed it. Sometimes I need a good book like that. Did you get the Kazar Omnibus, Omar? Not yet. The last one I got was Dr. Aphra. I've got the Chip Zdarsky Daredevil, and I'll be doing an overview of the Fantastic Four by Dan Slott hardcover. What
are your most sought after out of print manga?
I have
Iron Jock Juan.
Iron Walk John. Man, I have to go with Bizarra. Bizarra is out of print, and I need a few of those books. And for everybody that's in the chat right now and like goes crazy over these out of print Omnis, the prices of out of print manga is freaking insane, especially when the distributor loses the license to said manga. And people, I mean, just look online for some of the Bizarra stuff, like $300 for a tiny little book like this.
I need to post this on Patreon. Ask if anyone has these for sale. This is just fun to collect. I've got a list of the issues or the volumes that I'm missing. It's not that great, although I like the art a lot. I just started it as a thing.
Yep.
I'm looking for these.
When I used to travel around the country for work, I would purposely go to the comic book shops looking for those. So it was a lot of fun. And honestly,
it's past noon.
Oh yeah, let's get to opening packages. Thoughts on Battle Angel Alita box? Do it, brother. One top 10 favorite manga of all time. That box set is beautiful. But yeah, I have a list, man. I have a list of out of print manga. It's the worst when they go out of print because more than likely they'll never come back. I mean, Phoenix, the entire Phoenix collection. That's my big one. Is this from Graham?
This is from Graham.
Oh, Graham, my buddy. All right, let's see.
And look at that action shot of Spider-Man swinging towards us.
What Silver Age Omnibus is he asking for?
Okay. Hello, Omar. I hope you like your drawing.
I do.
Melanie, what's your favorite Marvel character? Maybe I could draw it.
Oh.
It's Spider-Man, so I really like this one. Also, Omar, what are your 3 favorite Marvel SA artists? Mine are Jack Kirby, Gene Colan, John Romita Sr. Thanks, bye.
Well, you're so sweet.
Look, we got our letters.
Yeah, so I get a taste of the letter columns here on the show. My favorite Silver Age artist, I'll go first, and then you can talk about your favorite comic. I would have to go Big John Buscema. Stellar artwork. Love his stuff, especially with Ernie Chan and Mark Trinidad. The Steve Ditko. I got to go with Steve Ditko. Big fan of Steve Ditko. Just how crazy and warped his art was. Man, Silver Age. So, I'm probably going to go with Gene Colan, too. Gene Colan stuff was solid, especially on Tomb of Dracula. He has this weird, like, almost, horrific style that just fits stories like that.
Graham, can I have a picture of She-Hulk? That would be really cool.
Is Graham watching? Or is he just like...
Well, night.
But thank you, Graham. I'm surprised he didn't. He's always asking for a Silver Age Omnibus. He's like, Omar, when is this? You go ahead and open that. Anyway, that is a really good drawing, dude. Thank you so much.
Oh, wait, I got to sit back here.
Welcome to Die. What's up with Colossus arcade game powers? You mean the that one? Or hey, how about Wolverine's adamantium lasers for no reason? That was really cool.
Okay, I'm gonna have to tape it up.
All right, tape it up, baby. Hey, David and Omar, any chance of a Fantastic Four by John Byrne Omnibus 2 reprint? I don't know if David's in the chat. Today's his birthday, so he might have just taken off, you know. He might be going and celebrating his own thing. Melanie and Omar, I got Asadora sheets and seconds to read. I'm looking forward to it. All right, Grey Guard Lou. Good, man. What's up, Cindy? Back when a character died, did they die or would they come back later? Has there ever been a character to stay dead? We used to joke and call something Bucky dead. We would call, like, if a character died, we would be like, oh, yeah, man, Gwen Stacy, she's Bucky dead. Ileana from New Mutants, she's Bucky dead. Now that means nothing. Uncle Ben is still dead. The character has not come back. Gwen Stacy 616, real Gwen Stacy. Also stay dead.
Oh.
Rusty from Rusty and Skids. That team up, one of my favorite mutants. He got killed. And he ain't come back. He's not even hanging out in Krakoa unless somebody knows something I don't. Where's Sugar Man? Where's Sugar Man? Hashtag Punisher by Rocco. I'm on the bandwagon. Let's make it happen. I love that. The real Thomas and okay, that's what I'll start calling the real Uncle Ben, the real Gwen Stacy. Yeah. So a big shout out to let's see. This is from Organic Price Books. Sent me the Spawn Compendium. So thank you so much. Actually, I think he sent it out a couple days ago. So yeah, it's from Gene and at organicpricebooks.com where you can get books, graphic novels. He's expanding his Marvel stuff and his DC stuff, and then this. And I'll be doing an overview of this tomorrow on the channel if you stay tuned for that. So thank you so much to Organic Books for sending me the Spawn Compendium. I can tell you one thing right now while we're watching live. I don't see any covers. So if you like covers, there's no covers here. Literally, it just kicks off with issue number 40. Like, there's no cover. I noticed that as soon as I turned to page number 1. There's credits, but yeah, here's what issue 1 looks like. So I'll be doing an overview of that sometime on Sunday. So tune in. What the hell? Oh, who made that?
From Luis Hernandez. Here, baby, you hold it. It's amazing.
Oh my God, that is so cool. Thank you so much. This is from Luis?
Luis Hernandez.
Luis Hernandez. Luis, are you in the chat, dude? This is so freaking awesome. I feel official. I could have had this at my desk for years when I was in IT management. Could have been like, look, you call me the Uncanny Omar instead of Hefe from now on. That is so cool, man.
That brings tears to my eyes.
Now it's official. I am the Uncanny Omar. Dude, I could wear that on my chest. Give me some duct tape. No, this is really freaking awesome. From now on, I'm putting that on the table. Thank you so much. This has become a part of the set now. Dang, that is so cool. And I don't know if you could tell, like it's popping out. So the Uncanny is written there, and the Omar's popping out. David's in the chat going, I'm going to have to sue Omar for the trademark of that Uncanny. That is so cool, man. Completely unexpected. That for real will be there with me on the channel every time I talk. Oh, I can't. Dang it. I can't show it now. Oh, I put it back here. Let's move this. Oh, here's another shout out to the comic book company. They have their own, the SF comic book company. They have their own YouTube channel. Big shout out to them. They do WandaVision coverage too, just like Amanda and I do.
Greg Garley was asking if issue number 9 is in the compendium.
It is in the compendium, just no covers. Just no covers. No covers.
Okay, is this something it's from lulu.com. Is this something you ordered?
No.
No, it's to the Uncanny Omar.
No. I didn't order that. Who's it from?
Lulu.com.
What?
Here you go, sweetie.
This is the John Byrne. It doesn't have a name. Who got this for me?
I'll keep looking. North Carolina. It's shipped from Lulu.com.
Is this?
I don't see it.
So these are the Elsewhen stories that John Byrne did for a fan, and you can find them on his website. I had no idea they ever got published. What? Or I guess overseas somebody made these? That's crazy. This is awesome. Look, I mean, it's not finished, right? It's not canon. It's not published by Marvel or anything. That is freaking cool, dude. Yeah, this all came from the Byrne forum. Like, he was working on this fan-based.
That is awesome.
So this is called.
I want a poster of that.
What if Jean Grey has survived the Dark Phoenix saga? And this one is called. What if Jean Grey has survived the Phoenix saga? Oh man, this is so cool. Like, I remember somebody was asking me if I had read these, and I was like, I've seen pictures online.
Well, thank you. Dude. I hope somebody tells us who.
So it's volumes 1 and 2. So it's an Elsewhen world. According to
Elsewhen a word.
It is to John Byrne. No, this is not from Kyle. So it's like, the Kyle ordered you that? No. I think I know who it is, but I want to make sure I give the proper shout out. So in the next episode, in the next Saturday stream, I'll give the proper shout out. I think I know who did this because they wanted to keep it a big surprise. And I was like, okay.
This is really cool.
That is awesome. So we do have a P.O. box, and it's right here, near mint condition. P.O. Box 1678, Versailles, Kentucky, where they printed X of Swords, the hardcover. They printed it here in Versailles, Kentucky, but that's near mint condition.
Somewhere else,
P.O. Box 1678, sorry, Versailles, Kentucky 40383.
Actually, our P.O. Box is like a quarter of a mile away from the printers.
How's printing that legal? John Byrne doesn't own the rights. I think, look, honestly, based on it looks like it was printed overseas somewhere. And it's like those made to order drawing books that you get from like Amazon. Mm-hmm. So that is cool. I don't think they're supposed to exist, but that is cool.
Yeah, it is. Here, can you hold it up? Somebody was wondering how big.
The Spawn Compendium is the size of a trade paperback. It's the size of a trade. So I'll do this trade. It
did come in the mail.
Oh yes, is that from Mr. Tolliver then? Right? That's who sent it.
Yes, right. I mean, because he was asking, had it already come? So thank you. That's a cool cover.
There's my buddy Mad Dog Comics. Everybody go and check out his channel. People have called him the UK version of Omar, and I'm calling myself the US version of Mad Dog.
That's right.
He's a good guy. And so, yes, thank you, Mr. Tolliver. This is awesome. This is Batman and Judge Dredd. I was talking about how I'm huge into Judge Dredd now, and I've not read this, and I kind of wanted to go back and read it. But, it's got stuff in here by Simon Beasley and Glenn Fabry. Sweet. Thank you so much, dude. David C's in the house.
Said, we're crazy close to 40K subs.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are.
We're close.
We're very close. We're like 300 away, I think. And we'll be doing a big giveaway for that too. Probably sometime in March. So tune into the channel for that. Make sure you watch when we'll be giving a huge giveaway for that. Remember to hit that like button. I haven't reminded people. Thank you.
We've been busy.
That's right. Remember to hit that like button, people. Only 170 likes and 370 people in the chat. Thank you. Yes, that does help with our YouTube algorithm. Luke, you got fans in here, Mad Dog, saying, hey, mate. No, seriously, go check him out. He's a great guy. Any suit tie announcements this week? Perhaps, Connor. You'll be the first to know. Dang, I might have missed the question, but have you heard of the new Image comic coming out this May, The Time Before Time? No, I haven't. Land Before Time is what I was thinking of with Littlefoot. No, I haven't. Who's the creators on that, Andrew? What size is the Dredd Batman in comparison to a regular American comic? It looks to be like the size of a trade paperback, an American comic trade. Actually, it's the exact same size of an American trade paperback, because here it is compared to the Spawn. There we go. Oh, please tell me Matthew's in the chat. Is Matthew in the chat?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So, thank you so much, Matthew.
Let me get...
This is epic.
I hate and love this so much. Is that for a 40K giveaway? I think is why he did it. Thank you so much, dude. That's so ridiculous. Please tell me, is James in the chat? I think he's the one that would appreciate that the most.
Yeah. I think I saw him earlier. Yes, thank you, Matthew, so much. He is on Twitter. He does commissions.
Yes, go check it out.
How do you say his last name?
Mangy. Matthew Mangy.
Mangh. Well, if you're in the chat, you should say hey.
Anyway, he's on Instagram. Follow him on Instagram. He's on Twitter. He's a great artist and has done commissions. And...
Manghi.
Yep.
There we go.
Saw that posted on Reddit. You saw this posted on Reddit? Oh, man. Yes.
There he is. There he is. Look, and you've got...
There's my boy.
Another illustration as your...
Phenomenal artist whose work one day I want to see in a comic book. And and I can be like, hey, that's my buddy Matthew. I have a Alf printing that he did for me. Not a Wolverine printing, but Alf.
To be my elf man.
This is so ridiculous. I love it, man. Thank you.
SGV wants it.
Yeah,
so it is for the giveaway, right?
I ain't giving this away. This is going on.
No, I want to keep it. I thought you said Matthew. Is it for the giveaway?
I'll scan a copy. That is so cool, man.
Joe, cool. You missed the Spawn Compendium.
You missed the Spawn Compendium. David Gabriel was in the chat. It's his birthday, but so he's probably celebrating with friends and family.
Okay, it is for the giveaway.
Okay. Well, then I'll keep it. I'll scan a copy for myself. Dang it! Somebody else can own the Alf. It's just freaking awesome. Omar, bit of a weird question, but Secret Wars or War of the Realms? The original Secret Wars or the 2000? Oh my goodness, was that 2012 when that came out? Or the Jonathan Hickman Secret Wars? Which Secret Wars? Because if you're talking about Secret Wars, the classic one, while it's fun and a big toy commercial, that's pretty much what it was supposed to do, was be a big toy commercial. So I would go with War of the Realms. And the new Secret Wars, I don't think is fun without having to read everything else that Jonathan Hickman was building on the way to that. So, but I do like Mike Zeck's artwork though, and it's kind of contained. I don't know. That's a tough one. Why do I second guess myself? Why don't I answer these questions like in my head first before I start talking? Okay. No, final answer, War of the Realms. I had a lot more fun with that.
Can I review this?
No, you cannot.
No.
Bye, guys. Have to go back to work. You take care of yourself, Jose. Hickman Secret Wars was 2015. That's when I started reading current comics. Okay. Omar, are you reading Sicht? Something is killing the children. That took me a minute. What are the odds we get a hardcover edition for issues 1 through 15? I'm unfamiliar with how Boom. Boom is a very strange company the way they do things, man. Because I don't think they have a lot of faith in their product, such as the case of Irredeemable. Irredeemable got hardcover collections, but they only had 1 or 2 printings, and hell, volumes 4 and 5 only got 1 printing, and that was it. So that's it. And then they were like, we'll just release a compendium. And then Power Rangers seems to be their big thing, and it's a sure thing, but they still went the Kickstarter route with Power Rangers, which I find very odd for a company like Boom to do. But hey, it worked out for them because holy crap, they made a ton of money with the Power Rangers box set and the Megazord standee and all that. So I'm hoping that they see that and they're like, wait, there is a demand for things like this. Maybe we should start collecting things like, Once and Future, or this right here. I love Something is Killing the Children. One of my favorite reads of 2020 in hardcover format. That's just me thinking in my head. Like if I were a business, I would see the love for this stuff and just immediately make a lot of their books accessible in hardcover format. You want that Alf too? I figure you get a wolf. Yes, I'll take a Wolfie.
It's just a testament to how great your art is that it's really good.
Yeah,
picture.
I don't even like Alf, but it's really cool, man.
Oh, this is so cool.
Batgirl, Starfire, Huntress, Harley Quinn means all the ladies. Dick Grayson. Yes, I don't know if that was a follow-up answer, but I just had to pick it because I read all those.
You read Dick. Yeah. No, you read Dick
Grayson. I read Dick Grayson. I do love Dick Grayson. Boom put the Firefly stuff in Oversight. And they also did Buffy. So there is some faith in some of their properties. Or maybe they have some kind of contract with the Whedonverse stuff. Ever read any of the Mobile Suit Gundam hardcovers? I did. The Origin stuff is gorgeous. 100%. You won't regret that. They are beautiful.
Boom Sonic wants a Power Rangers Deluxe Edition Volume 1 reprint.
It's had 2 printings, so I can imagine it coming back. But right now, I mean, they're doing ridiculous things. They did the convention exclusives, and now they did the box set. And the box set's going to have exclusive slipcases and covers, and I think that's the route they're going to go for now. Everybody, David C. is telling us that Batman by Paul Dini.
And that's who you recommended to somebody.
I did. It's 50% off at Amazon right now. Watch Alf get some kind of reboot, and suddenly an Alf Omnibus is relevant, and then we won't be crazy. Dude, Alf is amazing. Why the hate? I never really liked Alf. It used to freak me out as a kid. But I'm not hating it. If you love it, yeah, sure. I've really enjoyed early Hellblazer. That's the Jamie run, right? Most people will say the Ennis run is the definitive one. I think the most important and best and coolest and funniest things happen in that run. So yeah, I would go with Garth Ennis's run as the definitive Hellblazer for me. How about a hint of a new Spider-Man epic? Okay, here's a hint. It's going to make you happy, Sir Leonard Nimoy's music career. Wink. That's the only hint you get. How's the Guardians run by Ewing so far? I'm digging it, man. But Ewing to me is a guy that's finally getting the cred that he deserves. He's been around for a while, and not a lot of people have been talking about him. And it wasn't until Immortal Hulk that people were like, "Oh, have you heard of Al Ewing?" And people were like, "Yeah, man, he's been around for a while." So I'm so glad that that he's getting recognition now with those hardcovers, and hopefully it will mean like Ultimates will be collected in that format, or his what was it, the US Avengers that he did, the Avengers series. People getting recognition for their work like that makes me happy. Like Chip Zdarsky finally getting oversized hardcover treatment for his Invaders Daredevil. So happy about that, man. That dude can write. Yes, a Spidey epic is coming, but I'm not going to announce quite yet what it is. That will come whenever David gives me his blessing to announce it.
His blessing, you were like...
Catholic. What's Catholic school? That's a blessing. Need a gang war. Amazing Spidey epic. We do. There's a lot of epics still missing from Amazing Spider-Man. Omar, do you allow your dog near your books? He used to do the solicits with me.
He's a puppy.
When he was a puppy, I'd lay.
He's big now.
Dude, that dog is huge, and he
doesn't come downstairs.
He does. He's a good dog.
Yeah,
though.
He doesn't allow. He's not allowed downstairs.
Other than the barking, like he's a guard dog. He goes.
Hackles.
Dude,
shoot up.
He goes outside with the girls. Nobody's coming near my kids because that dog would destroy them.
And then he doesn't want to come in.
Yeah, he loves loves the girls. He wants to eat me, but loves Lydia and Alicia. So he's a good dog. Al Ewing is another creator to have come. We stole him. We have stolen so many British creators from 2000 AD. I finally watched the Future Shock, man. I've watched that last week. Great documentary. A lot of heavy metal music. I wasn't expecting those to be there.
Aw, Joe Guz. Omar, my daughter just sat down next to me and asked, "What is your favorite X-Men story?" I'll let you answer.
Hey, how you doing? I really love God Loves, Man Kills. I know it's not the greatest title for a kid to hear, but it's the honest title. That to me is the definitive X-Men story. But I'm a big fan of Chris Claremont's 17-year run on X-Men. So take any from there.
That reminds me, baby, of when years ago when we wrote for Beckett Anime, but
magazine.
Then I reviewed Final Fantasy Advent Children, the movie. Oh, I still love that movie. Not so much the story; it's just gorgeous. Anyway, and I was reading the article out loud to these, I don't know, second graders. Because I was a published author, right. And I was reading the part about how Cloud takes a bullet to his sunglasses in the face and they break apart. And then I realized afterwards, I was like, oh, I wonder. And I said something about kick butt. And I'm like, I guess they kind of went, ah. It's like, maybe I shouldn't read this to them.
Derek, Omar, so when you say you don't think there will be a Mutant Massacre reprint, are you just talking about the immediate future or at all? Should I go out and get the Omni now before it goes? No, wait. Let's Derek, let's calm down. Let's not go crazy and go and buy an omnibus that's completely out of print that goes for a lot of money. I'm just saying I don't know of one in the immediate future at all. Absolutely 100% it's coming. And I can guarantee that will come. That's the Omar guarantee, just because it's an X-Men book. It will be reprinted. Just give it a little bit of time. The last thing I want you to do is go out and find a book because you misunderstood what I was saying. Don't do that. Save your money. Wait for the reprint. I promise it will come.
Joe says his daughter's 20.
And they I'm talking to her like she's a little girl.
Why did we assume?
It's like, because
I don't know why. Because our girls are
I think in my head I read this.
Our little, our daughters, so we think little.
In my head I read like she's sitting on his lap, and I'm like, oh man, she's looking at me like this guy's an idiot, Dad. Get the Omni, Derek. No, don't tell him to do that right now. Save your money, Derek. Wait for the reprint. Don't argue with me, David C.
Dean was asking if Scarlet Witch reading order.
That would be fun, but Scarlet Witch is this character that, started off with Avengers, showed up in X-Men, and then became, X-Men Avengers. It would be fun to do. I like those suggestions for reading orders. Omar, do you think we'll ever get an Ultimate Fantastic Four and Ultimate X-Men Omnibus? We did get the oversized hardcover, so I can imagine those one day, perhaps. Also, I'm interested to know how you feel about those two series, just the Ultimate Universe. Honestly, I feel like I'm an old man when it comes to the Ultimate Universe. It wasn't for me. I get it. I get the love, and I know it's an introduction to a lot of people's love for these characters. And when I got to announce Ultimate Spider-Man, I was so happy for everybody. It just, been there, done that, but I don't want to sound snooty. I like the classics better. Art was cool. Art of Adam Kubert on Ultimate X-Men was awesome. Art on Ultimate Spider-Man by Mark Bagley. Golly, man, they had one consecutive run of 111 issues? Broke all kinds of records. Sentry. There's a character that overstayed his welcome. I love that first miniseries. Loved it. Then he joined the Avengers. Omar, are X-Men 10 through 14 in any collected editions? Are you talking about the okay, I think you're talking about adjective list, right? Because 10 and 11 are collected in the X-Men by Chris Claremont and Jim Lee. I think they're in Bishop's Crossing if you're looking for the other ones. Bishop's Crossings. Then from there you go to Executioner Song, and then from there you go to Shattershot. There you go. There's my quick X-Men reading order, which is winning right now on our Patreon. Every month on our Patreon, I put up what the next reading order should be, and this time I let our Patreons know ahead of time. By the way, this next two reading orders between Superman or X-Men, whichever wins, is going to take me at least 2 months, maybe 3. Just because I'm so invested in these.
And David Munez said, any update on the reading order? I just got that.
Yep. Sunday's the last day to vote. So tomorrow I'll tally up the votes. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Atit Patel. Derek, don't buy that Omni right now. Invest in GameStop instead. I love that. Hey, Omar, I often have people turn their nose up when I tell them about my love for comics. Ugh, I'm sorry, man. Aaron, how do you usually combat those people who think reading comics is just for kids?
Combat, punch him in the nose, kick him in the shin.
I've been, I've shared my story here before about going to a restaurant and having a waiter there, got snooty with me when he saw me reading a comic book.
You tell him, English teacher, and she says it's literature.
Well. Yes, if I was in my 20s and a different person, I would have waited till he came out to the parking lot. But that's the way I was, and now I'm different. So now I'm just like, all right, man, whatever. I avoid those people.
Why? But you could say, why are you worried about what makes me happy? Doesn't hurt you, doesn't hurt anybody, doesn't hurt me.
I don't get
let people be happy with what makes them happy.
I don't get the sports fanatics, like people that dress up like sports colors and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But I'm not hating on that.
We completely don't get that mentality. We just don't have that mentality. But it makes people happy, so go for it.
Absolutely.
we can't hold a conversation with you because you pass the ball.
And I don't need people like that in my life.
Ball involved.
Yeah, I don't need people like that in my life, so I avoid them. That hasn't happened. I not that I can go out anywhere these days, but I don't get confrontational anymore. I just ignore them, you know. Unless they're coming up on me, then that's a different story.
You're going to defend yourself, right?
With
Ace
my
says,
omnibus, I'm gonna crack them upside the
how
dang
to
head.
combat people who green comics is for kids? Slam down a copy of Sunstone in front of them and walk away.
I'm not giving anybody my copy of Sunstone.
No, you could go and get it back.
Nerds unite.
Of course, it wouldn't be as dramatic, right? You're like, hey, I need that back.
Hey, can I get my Sunstone back? You're just gonna need 5 minutes of it, believe me. Hi, Omar. Did you say there's a Peter David X Factor Omnibus Volume 2? No. Somebody was asking about the Peter David Omnibus, and it doesn't have a volume on it. It's just called X Factor by Peter David Omnibus.
Adam had a good question.
Sure. What is it?
Melanie, are you going to... Okay, go down. Whoop, right underneath.
Oh, what's up, Adam?
Melanie, are you going to read other...
You should.
Wait, Naoki or saw stuff like Monster, Master Keaton, or 20th Century Boys. I definitely want to read the second volume of Asadora, so I should. Thanks for reminding me, because I really forget to read stuff. Which one do you think, baby? Or which one do you think, Adam?
20th Century Boys gets a lot of love. Monster is Maddie's favorite. Me, it's Pluto. I love Pluto. Pluto's my favorite.
I think I did read that.
Pluto's because it's had ties to Astro Boy.
No, I started. Okay. Toga says Pluto. I think I started it.
I agree with Toga. Pluto.
So maybe not that
It's only 7 volumes, shorter than the other ones. Because the big thick monsters are 9 volumes, but altogether it was like 18. 20th Century Boys was 22 volumes plus 21st Century Boys. The follow up was 2, so it's a little bit longer. But I go with Pluto. That's my favorite.
Okay, thanks.
Make it so. She's not reading it. That's what she does. She asked me. It's like, hey, where do you want to go eat dinner, Omar? I name her 10 different restaurants. She's like, let's just stay home.
You helped me decide.
Welcome to marriage.
Because I did start reading Pluto, and I think I stopped. So, sorry, Adam. It won't be Pluto.
It will be. I'll make her read it.
Oh my gosh, Starman. Omar, if they ever do a Lone Wolf and Club, Melanie talked pretty one day. Club Deluxe hardcover set. Do you think they will keep the reversed images or publish it in the original form, reading right to left?
Whatever makes it easier and cheaper on Dark Horse. So I think it will be the mirrored images, just like what they did with Blade of the Immortal. Even though there was backlash, those books are still selling. And I know it's not the way I wanted, but at least hit that, please.
Mm-hmm. John Carlos, your super chat did not show up.
What was it, buddy?
So put a bunch of exclamation marks and ask it.
Let me go on YouTube. Even YouTube isn't showing it up. It's not showing up on YouTube. Sorry, man. Sometimes we try to keep an eye on everything, and sometimes they slip by. But please ask the question, my brother. No wolf in the club.
Tolga says she is listening to you. Does not mean you make the decisions.
Are you a couples therapist, Tolga? Because that's what my therapist told me.
And Aaron, you're welcome. He said, thanks for the advice.
Omni, if you got the chance to write or have creative input in one character, which would it be?
Spider-Man.
What would you do with him?
Oh, I don't know. And that's okay. Having that interview, it's okay that I don't know. Having that interview with the married couple, Amanda.
Jimmy and Palmiotti and Amanda Connor?
Yes. She didn't know answers off the top of her head either. And that made me feel better.
It was
you're like,
it was really cute because they are both like us. Like Jimmy's like firing away and she's going. And you're doing the same. You make the same face too when you're thinking. You're like,
that's a really good question. What about you, baby?
I'll take control of Spider-Man and have him cross over with Pluto, making my wife forced to read Pluto. That's what I would do.
I read Starman for you. That lasts for a year.
Yeah, I have to hear about that. Omar, I just started reading the JSA Omnis you recommended.
Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you for the super chat, Rick. I haven't gotten into the Johns issue so far. It's awesome. I'm glad you're enjoying them. They get so much better and they're so good. I love them. That's my favorite Jeff Johns work. So you're reading the James Robinson and David Goyer stuff, right? Yeah. Do you believe, man, they weren't going to put the first 4 issues in there because Johns had nothing to do with them? We petitioned. That was the first petition that worked from DC. Like, they added the 4 issues afterwards, which is ridiculous. Melanie's going to write Starman in red color. There was another super chat. Let me get to it before.
Did you get John? Okay.
How much to get Omar to pen a 22 pages of Alf set?
Oh, that would be up to me. I'll do it for $100.
You are so cheap.
Is it?
Was John,
I thought it was too much.
Was John David's in the chat? He's going to hire you as a Spider-Man writer.
Done.
Did John Carlos ask a question again?
I don't see it.
Hey, me too, because I got the JSA Omnibus because of this channel. Haha, sorry, David Gibber.
Oldfell. Is that how you pronounce
Yeah.
it? Hey, how are you?
Hey, Oddfell, how you doing? Everybody go and give her I don't want to say look-see. What's another word I'm looking for here? Go check out her channel. Go check out her Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Wonderful cosplayer and a big freaking X-Men nerd. Loved having her on the show last night.
And you had really cool a wall of covers.
Covers, yes. Wall covers. Claremont is a known Quo fan. Quo. What's a Quo?
I don't know.
Who's Quo? Good at work, bagging and boarding books. So she works at a comic book store. That's awesome. Oh, he subscribed. Totally subscribed yesterday. There he is. All right. I just said I missed last Saturday due to work, and I wanted to show support.
That did show up. Yes. Okay. Sorry.
Okay. Oh, we're lying. We lie. I just want to show support, and I got my Spawn Compendium. Was shocked to see the Gay Man issue in there. Yep. How did that happen? I don't know, man. I'm hoping that it means Todd gets to draw Spider-Man. Maybe like Marvel worked out a deal. David was in the chat earlier. He'd be telling me to shut up right now. Like, what if I'm come close to the truth? What if Marvel and Todd McFarlane worked out a deal? Like, oh, yes, you can print your first appearance of Angela and use her in any of your issues. However, you are now contracted to draw 4 issues of Amazing Spider-Man. I seriously doubt that's happening because of Todd's announcement of the Spawn 2021 takeover, whatever, the year of Spawn, I think is what it's called.
Brad says I could donate the books to him.
You are not.
Starman.
Okay, first of all, those are my books. She ain't donating jack to anybody. Unless we get divorced, then she owns 70% of this stuff, and then ain't gonna be no Uncanny Omar anymore. He's gonna be broke Omar with 2 books. Like, Melanie took my books. You wouldn't do that.
So many. No, I wouldn't do that. I love you.
Okay, good.
Okay. Do Plimo 6 status quo. I was answering someone's question.
Oh, okay.
And it's a band, British rock band. Okay.
Donny Cates. Ooh, look at Raphael Miranda. Yeah. Donny Cates the Spawn, McFarlane the Spider-Man. Dude, do you know how many fanboys? Do you know how many fans just would come out of retirement from buying comics if Spawn? If Todd McFarlane went to draw Spider-Man just for 4 issues. 4 issues, dude. Dang.
You're so cute when you're excited.
Come on, man. Everybody grew up with that era would be excited. Now, the old guard, like the Steve Ditko fans, are like, McFarlane ruined Spider-Man. But to us, back in the 80s, 90s, that forever changed. Like, spaghetti webbing, like, big eyes. Oh, dude. He was a game changer for that character. As much as, like, Silvestri and Lee were for X-Men.
Moonlight. My favorite comics is Watchmen. Sorry, I'm rushing. My English is bad. It is not completely understand.
Your English is good, man. Your English is better than my English sometimes, and it is a wonderful book. That's one that I've reread so many times. This year, however, I am trying to reread V for Vendetta and give it another shot. Read it twice before. Wasn't my thing, but I'm older now. Let's see what happens this time around.
Why are we so cute? Why are you so cute, Ibsy?
Genetics.
We're not always cute.
Oh,
Ooh.
shoot.
Our last fight, editing my video on Spider-Man Bloodline. And you were like micromanaging, and I'm like, I'm not dumb. I know how to do this part.
I wasn't calling you dumb.
And I know, and that's how I took it. But then I want to do it myself, and there was a deadline, and then you left. And then later I was like, I was going to apologize anyway, but I need your help. I don't know how to do this.
That's all I need to hear. We did get into a big, like, we got into a disagreement. When was it?
It wasn't cute at the time.
We posted it on our Patreon, like a behind the scenes of what it looked, sometimes what it takes to edit these videos. Because we are professional. We're in front of the camera.
He edits his, I edit mine.
And we were both like, you could tell the body language that we were angry with each other. Because you were cursing. You were like, I was like, baby, I can't put that. I'm like, I'm going to put that on Patreon. And she's like, I don't give a F. And I'm like, okay, dude. Yeah, some of y'all got to see it. It's on our Patreon, like the behind the scenes.
I guess it's good. We can let things go.
Yeah, it's all part of a relationship, right? Ups and downs, like a Morrison storyline. Omar, I need scalped Omnibus. Do you see that happening? I see a compendium happening, sadly.
That's a good question, Sam.
Hey,
comics weebs and nerds, do you guys think the terms plot and story are often frequently used interchangeably in the American comics medium? I think we talked about that a few months ago.
Yeah, we did. And
now, when I first read that, I was just skimming. I thought you were asking the stories, are they interchangeable? Like you could, in American comics, you could take a Thor plot or story, put Spider-Man in instead and make some tweaks, but
he's talking about the terminology.
Yeah, the term.
I think it happens a lot. One of my things that on the channel that I remember having to explain to people is the term graphic novels. I use the term graphic novels when I'm talking about collected editions, and people were a little confused about that. So the way that I explain it is back in the early aughts, it was the book market that decided to make that change for us. The book market noticed that instead of calling it comic books, they would have a graphic novel aisle, making it more accessible. And people, I guess, subconsciously thinking, oh, it's not a funny book. It's not a book with pictures. It's a graphic novel. It's more of an adult word. Whatever it was, it took on. And since the early aughts, we've been using the term graphic novel to describe omnis, trade paperbacks, collected editions, and still graphic novels that originally get printed in graphic novel format. Did I explain that okay? I thought I confused the hell out of my head for a second.
No, I was thinking you sounded very business-like, professional.
Oh, yeah.
Make it more accessible.
More accessible, dude. Yeah. Thank you so much for the super chat. Now Melanie's job is to inspire Omar to illustrate her musings. ETA.
April 1st.
P.S. Make it an obvious parody satire to avoid copyright hang up so we can publish down the road. Excelsior! Very nice. Thank you so much for the kind super chat too.
That would be fun. Do you think we'd ever have time?
Maybe you do.
That would be fun.
What's up, Bob? How you doing? It's been a minute. Is there any updates on Wolverine Volume 1 restock? Yeah, I announced that a couple of weeks ago, and I think Cheap Graphic Novels still might have some copies. If not, Amazon. So there's your answer, Bob. Get off the chat. No, stay here. Don't forget to then go check out Amazon.
John Carlos prefers the movie V for Vendetta to the book.
Yeah, shh. Don't tell many people that, man. They get offended.
Don't tell them 359 in here.
Don't tell them you're nuking your tea either, because they'll cancel you. Say, Omar, did you read Howard Chaykin's Hey Kids comics or the new Stan Lee biography? I did not. I didn't even know Howard Chaykin did a Hey Kids comics.
Okay. After that.
Okay, after this. Andrew, random question, Omar, but have you seen the movie Lawrence of Arabia? Classic. And if you have, did you like it? I love it. I love the soundtrack. I love, who's it? Peter O'Toole, right? It's a classic, man. Yeah. They don't make movies like that anymore.
Michael Collins, that question basically was asked earlier. My cousin got caught elusive for reading comic books by a neighborhood friend. Can you give your advice? Love the channel. You rock.
Thank you, Michael.
And lots of people in the chat gave good advice too. So
go beat him up. That's what young Omar would have done. I
think we had a good discussion.
Go pick a fight.
After this is done, if you want to rewind to hour in, I think it was, but I'll just give a short version. I said, if it makes you happy, it's not hurting you or anybody else. Why do you care? Like, mind your own business. Like, it's just let people be happy. Why do you want to ruin somebody's happiness?
Okay, I agree with that, but I do have to ask this follow-up question though. Like, is this constantly happening? Like, is your cousin getting called a loser like all the time? Is this a bully? there's different
Yeah,
circumstances
that's a good
because
point if it's a
then
constant thing.
that requires your cousin to stand up for him or herself. I'm not saying fight, but just don't take any crap. That's one thing I've always advised people or advised my kids, like, don't take any crap from anybody. You have to learn to stand up for yourself. I'm not saying go in and get into a physical fight or anything like that, but most of these times these people just feed off of your fear, and you know they makes their lives better just to pick on other people. And I can't stand that. Like, ever since I was a kid, I couldn't stand bullies. I was a bad kid, and I still hated bullies. Like, I remember a kid picking on my brother one time because my brother was shy and didn't speak English. Beat the crap out of that kid, but that's my brother, man. You don't mess with my family. So, that's just my advice, man. You don't have to take it. I don't like anybody getting picked on. What? That was old Omar.
I'm conflicted.
Wait, you're self-defense. I get it. You've got martial arts. I don't take crap.
I'm conflicted. I really am. I see both sides of the issue. I do that a lot, and then I get stuck in the middle.
Stand up for yourself doesn't mean
maybe being stuck in the middle is a good thing, because the pendulum in society usually swings to the extremes of one or the other.
Right. I'm not saying standing up for
in the middle
yourself
is a good
means beating somebody up. It just means, don't take anything from anybody like that. Well, that was a different time too. No mercy. Somebody wrote no mercy. No. Yes. Hi guys, been reading X-Men from the beginning. Now in the middle of Uncanny X-Men Volume 1. What are your favorite and least favorite pre-Claremont stories? Oh my gosh. Pre-Claremont stories. Those first few issues of X-Men were rough. The Silver Age stuff. Introduction of Magneto, all that stuff. It wasn't until Roy Thomas and Neil Adams. That stuff is golden. That stuff is classic. Sauron, all that stuff. But I'm not gonna lie, Silver Age X-Men is always rough to get through. Favorite and least favorite. So favorite would be the Roy Thomas stuff, the pre-Claremont. Yeah.
Will do, Humberto de Silva Jr. Did I say it right? Humberto. Any chance of having a video on the new Spawn Compendium? Yes, sir. I've just come across the channel. I'm already a big fan. Great
thank you.
Yeah, lots of people are excited.
Tomorrow. Keep an eye on the channel tomorrow. That will be out tomorrow.
That's Sunday.
Tomorrow. Yes, Sunday.
Okay.
I'll do it tomorrow.
Okay.
I got time.
Okay.
I'll make time.
I was thinking you thought today was Sunday. Never mind.
Yeah. The Mimic arc is a little rough, but fun. It is. It's a lot of different storytelling. What did you see?
Project Viking. I just watched Captain America this week. I don't want to kill anybody. I just don't like bullies. Steve Rogers and Omar.
That's right. Thank you. And I wasn't even quoting.
That was a great part.
I wasn't even quoting them. That's just the way
That's the middle.
I can't stand bullies, man. They were like, for a kid that didn't speak English growing up in a small little private school, because the nuns felt sorry for my family because we didn't have any money. They let us in. So I was in there with a bunch of rich, privileged kids. I got into a lot of fights.
Yeah. Rough.
Now I made a lot of friends, like my buddy Andrew, who's a big part of the channel, but like I got into a lot of fights. So you can tell even when you don't speak the same language, you can tell when someone's making fun of you. So, and I got my butt whooped a lot, but I didn't back down. Will we ever get a Tomasi Green? Probably. That ship has sailed, Dylan. I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, they had their time and they didn't do it. So I don't think we'll get a Peter Tomasi Green Lantern Corps. I found a set online on eBay, so they're out there. They're oversized sets, but that's because I kind of lost faith in DC printing those. Hypothetically speaking,
thank you, Fraser T.
Here, why don't you read that? Since you're the martial artist of the family.
Hypothetically, take some BJJ classes, jiu-jitsu. Oh, and let's see, eliminates any size advantage he may have. If he gets physical, just give him a nice, gentle nap. Laughing, crying emoji face. Thank you, Fraser.
Every man has a weakness. Aim for that. That's what I always say. Sometimes you gotta fight dirty, especially if there's two of them. Any chance?
Oh, look, Alpha Icon.
Is that me with an Alpha?
It is you.
What? Where'd that come from? I'm asking.
Okay.
I'm
Thank
asking.
you.
Don't let that wake anything in you. I'm not wearing
Oh,
no
no.
alpha mask.
It's not beautiful women feet. It's not waking it anything.
Any chance for interview? Yes, I'm working on that. So absolutely, there's a chance.
Did I ask?
No, I'm working on it.
Okay.
No way. Come on. V for Vendetta comics whip. Okay. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it again, man. I'm gonna try it again. This is the year that I try to jump on that. Patreon should get to vote on what is most upsetting. Omar not liking V for Vendetta or Omar rating. Okay, I didn't rate Batman a 6 out of 10. I rated his detective skills a 6 out of 10. The Scooby Gang got a better rating. Did they?
No.
No, they did not. No, Manhunter. Mr. Terrific. Y'all gonna cancel me. Hi, Omar. Have you seen the Jim Lee X-Men? I have. And do you know how close I came to buying that beautiful book, the signed edition? Because I told myself, I'm not gonna do it. My buddy Mike Firth actually sent me the beautiful artist edition of the Scrooge Life and Times of Scrooge McDuck artist edition by Don Rosa, and I'm like, that means that was, he sent it to me, and I'm gonna keep that as my only one because I cannot go around that rabbit hole. By the way, I'll be on his channel on Wednesday. We pre-recorded a video on custom Omnis, so if you want to check it out, that's on his channel. So excited if we get Lemire. Okay, yeah. I'm trying. Batman is now a 5 out of 10 now because you keep bringing it up. More creator interviews. Actually, we did get somebody I've been looking forward to talking to. He just emailed us back. We're just trying to set a date for that happening.
And I did, contact a handful of people. So hopefully we'll hear back. But we did hear back from one. Apparently, keep it secret just in case it.
Yeah, sometimes I don't like to announce things unless
if it's official, you need to announce it.
Yes, boss. Roy Thomas, I'd love to. Oh, he is such a treasure, man. Roy Thomas, we are so blessed that he's still alive. Every one of those Conan Omnibus is made so much better. So much better. So much better.
We can't talk this morning.
When he is doing the introduction, just reminiscing those old days of writing these books. Love it. Dude, I would love to have George Pettis, but he's retired now. I don't even know if he'd do an interview, but I can always ask. I love that man. And I would love to have Kelly Thompson on. There's not a book by Kelly Thompson. Well, there is one, but I don't want to bring that in. I don't want to bring that up. But most of the time, Kelly Thompson's killing it. Like, I love her stuff. V for Vendetta movie and comic are nine completely different stories.
Family different messages. This comes from an interview with Moore himself.
Yeah, I don't think Moore is not a fan of his stuff being adapted into TV or movies. So I don't think he's ever gonna say,
I am hungry. We can't stop again.
Yes, both. I'd love to have Greg Rucka and Gail Simone and Ed Brubaker. Dude, I fangirl so hard for Kelly, right? She's amazing. A Gambit and Rogue series is one of the best freaking comics. And I made sure that nobody missed out on it when I was doing an overview of it. Have you read? Yes, I reviewed it on my channel. The first volume. Freaking awesome and fun. That's what about it, right? The dude turns himself into a chainsaw.
Yeah, I saw it.
Awesome. Like,
I watched
his hands.
I liked the video. I subscribed.
You subscribed to that video? Okay, thank you.
You see his hands.
I'm happy for Jupiter's Legacy getting a Netflix treatment. One of Miller's underrated titles. That was the one with Phil Quietly, right?
Phil Collins?
No, not Phil Collins. Phil Quietly doing the artwork. Hey, Omar, will we ever get a reprint of Jason Aaron's stored hardcovers, maybe an omnibus release? I see more of an omnibus release than, because Marvel really doesn't reprint those oversized hardcovers. I mean, that could change. All right, we're going to take a couple more questions, and then we're calling it a day. Thank you all so much for watching. Hit that like button before you leave, though. Share the video. Let your friends know. We're almost at 40,000 subscribers. We'll be doing a huge giveaway sometime, I assume, in March. So we're looking forward to that. Love paying it forward and people winning. I do love me some Steve Epting. I do love me some Steve Epting. Now I'm hungry. Frank Wiley, my favorite artist, actually. Really. It took me a long time to appreciate his art, man. Like, I remember I would always describe his art like the way that he draws people, like, I know he's your favorite artist. Just stay with me. It took me a while, but during his new X-Men run, I was like, it's like he draws like ugly bald women with wigs on. That's how he draws his women. Now, it took me a long time to appreciate it, because it wasn't until All-Star Superman that I was like, oh, this guy's actually solid. Like, he drew a chubby Superman, and I was like, oh, I'm all about that dude's art. So,
okay, I'll take a question. I'll take my last question.
go ahead, Melanie's last question from Tommy.
Yeah, what have you been reading recently? I finished Why the Last Man this week, a reread. I read Dryfoot. Who published that?
We'll be doing a video on that, and that is Mad Cave Studios.
Mad Cave Studios. Yeah, and I enjoyed it. And I'm reading something for Omar's birthday. Surprise!
Is it Starman again?
No, I'm not telling you. But we'll do a video.
On my birthday? Am I allowed to go somewhere? My birthday's on Sunday.
I guess we can do it on Sunday.
It ain't like we're having a party or anything. It's pandemic, but
yeah, I'm reading something for you.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Lord Omar, please be nice and answer my prayer that one day American Vampire Omnibus will be back again. Now I can go to bed. You can go to bed. That is my blessing. I think it will be. I think because they're wrapping up their run this year, so we should have enough for a volume 2. Frank quietly draws people how children see old people. Lots of wrinkles, and I bet they smell. I'm a big fan. Chad Omni Dog, everybody. What month does Absolute Swamp Thing Volume 3 come out? That comes out in October, I believe, is the announcement. Yeah, October. But keep in mind,
Ace had a good idea, Panera Bread. Actually, that's what I want.
Dude,
Thanks,
Ace. I gotta drive to Louisville. All right. Will you ever review Superman and Lois? Yes. Amanda and I can watch that and review it. Of course. I heard really good things about it, and I haven't watched it. It's not on HBO now, though, right? It's on the CW app, I think. My guess is,
really?
Are you reading New Warriors?
Nope.
Oh, dang it. Oh, I got excited.
What? Now it doesn't matter.
No, baby.
Whatever it is.
Are you reading the X-Men? I'm going to look at all my books to see which one you take.
Stop. Oh, shoot. I shouldn't have said anything. Don't look.
Okay. I was kidding.
Oh, you're going to notice. You're going to know what's missing.
I feel a disturbance in the force in my books. I know what's always missing. I want a VeggieTales on me. All right, Andrew. You're done.
VeggieTales.
You're done. She does.
VeggieTales.
Should I be getting the Dawn of X trade paperbacks for the reading order? I think they're complete in that route. Yeah, they're really good. I really like the way that Dawn of X is coming out. What? 2 dislikes? Last time I saw was 1 like. Haters started getting up at 11 and be like, I gotta go dislike an Omar video.
I don't care.
Oh, I don't care either. But thank you, Farhan. Was that you, Farhan? Was you?
Thank you.
Her Captain Marvel made me a fan of. Yeah, Kelly Thompson's run on Captain Marvel is freaking awesome.
Was talking to Rebel by Design.
I'm so sorry. I interrupted that conversation. Omar, do you think we'll ever get a Michelini,
yeah,
and Bagley Spider-Man Omnibus? Never gonna stop asking. Never stop not stopping. Don't give that up. I will keep mentioning that because I always suggest that. I'll be doing my top 10 most wanted omnibus, Marvel, X-Men, DC, Batman in the upcoming month. And probably in between the long reading orders that I'll be doing. So yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so 2 more things. Max and Bobby had great ideas. I should go take off several books, and then won't know which one. That's actually a good idea.
That's gonna really give me anxiety.
How about finish up with what's going on the channel this week? People are asking that too.
Oh, it was that freaking waiter. He disliked my video. Yes, that's what I was quoting. Never stop, never stopping. Yes, that stupid Andy Samberg. So tomorrow will be my top 10 essential buys or must buys for March, and the Spawn Compendium. Monday will be the Fantastic Four first look at the oversized hardcover. And probably another video. I haven't decided yet. Probably a manga video, some 7C stuff because they were kind enough to send us some stuff. Tuesday will be the first look at the trade paperbacks from Marvel Comics. Although I didn't get one of the Amazing Spider-Man ones, that sometimes happens from the printer. When that's all I have so far.
Oh, and of course, Old Reader, New Reader Tuesday nights
on Tuesday
with Wonder Maddie and special guest stars.
And she does have a special guest. And I may show up on a Wednesday show because they're doing an X-Men book that I'm like, yeah, I'll join for that. Even though I'm taking a break from that. And then Amanda and I have a show on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. It's our movie show, but this time we're bringing back Was It Really That Bad? We're going to do He-Man or Masters of the Universe. It's for my birthday month. And then on Friday, we do our WandaVision, wrapping up our WandaVision. It'll be a double-sized episode because it's a long episode. So we'll be doing that live at 8 p.m. And then,
so I guess I'll have a video out probably Thursday or Wednesday, since you don't know.
Well, I'm trying to think.
I'll fit one in there.
Maybe some Marvel announcements too. So keep an eye on the channel. Thank you, everybody. And we got some super chats. This is the Dawn of X, a part of the overall X-Band reading order. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for another great stream. Yes, absolutely, David. It is. It's going to be part of that. That's why it's going to take me 2 to 3 months to do. Become a patron. Won't regret it. Thank you, Fraser.
No, that's a great endorsement. Thank you.
Yeah, you won't regret it. You won't regret it. We make it happen. And we're thinking about adding another tier, like a $2 tier for behind-the-scene videos, like 2 a month or something like that, or bloopers or something. But it's up to you all. Hip Hop Happens. Thank you for the super chat. Mirror, more Spanglish here. Muchos libros para leer. También tenemos nuestros propios libros para escribir. Do you understand what he was saying?
Lots of books to read.
Mm-hmm.
I also have them. Are something books to write.
Muchos libros para leer. Lots of books to read. También tenemos. We also have nuestros propios, our own.
Oh, okay.
What's the last part? Libros para escribir.
Yeah, books to write.
Look at you.
I said that.
Okay.
Were you not listening?
It's half 50-50. Everybody have a wonderful. Nothing suits Omar like a suit. Thank you. And again, big thank you to Luis. And I know who got me those. I think I know who this is, and I'll give them all this stuff. Thank you.
And Tram's letter.
Freaking awesome, man.
Matthew's picture.
Yes.
Okay, I will.
Beautiful. I will see you all. Thank you.
Oh, and wait, really quick. Before I had said do something for international viewers. The merchandise that we're going to come out with next month ships internationally. Yes,
and then the 40,000 giveaway, we're making that international too. Even though it cost me an arm and a leg to ship these things off, I love you all, and I want to pay it forward because you all have been wonderful. So,
and the Ask Me Anything.
Yes,
for March,
you're
going to
make that accessible only during the day. So those times will be available just during the day to make it fair for the people that are overseas that couldn't join the last one. So is that it? We say goodbyes like Lord of the Rings, baby. You all take care. Have a wonderful and safe week.
Love you guys. Stay minty.
Bye. Lord of the Rings.